maybe I'm blowing my trumpet a little bit, and this is really the truth, especially for the new generation of Nigerians that are coming up. So that's actually key. Now, it's all about MANSAG and the MOU signed with Stroke Action and moving forward, doing great work. Well, these two organizations doing great work. So basically, I'm just going to be running through what has happened over the last few months in terms of preparing for the charity run to raise money. Well, basically, it's been MANSAG doing running this, organizing this charity run to support Stroke Action for the great work that they're doing. So basically, it's all about that. So basically, what I'm going to do is just going to sort of run through a few pictures that basically capture the moments basically during the run. So those are the folks from the Southwest Plymouth. I'm sure you recognize some faces there. That's more of the crew, the whole crew. Ronke has swag, doesn't she? Can you guys see that? That's actually Oyi. Oyi, she's actually a pediatrician based up north in Sheffield, and she's actually a stroke survivor. Stroke is real, and it's something that we should take very seriously. More swag, man. Guess who that is? I remember when we took this picture. Auntie D was like, oh, my tongue is too big. Oh, my hair is not here. Auntie D, don't worry, you're lovely anytime. And that's Oyi back to us. Oyi, stroke survivor. So you see, stroke is real, act a survivor. And that's the Sheffield group representing. That's my friend that is almost 7 feet tall. And those are the chaps from Cardiff. Those are the chaps that basically organized the last MANSAG conference. And that's Mui from Cardiff as well. Hashtag Mui, selfie in Cardiff. Guess who? You know that I call Rita. I call her Auntie Riri. It was Rita leading the London group. So more swag, man. I love swag. The London chaps as well. Yo, yo. More of Rita and her crew. And that's crew there, holding the banner. Guess who? Wow. And that's Christian. Christian is all the way up in Scotland, and not even a doctor, nothing to do with healthcare, but understands the importance of stroke action. Actually raised almost, I think, about 175 pounds. So fantastic.
And run as well.
And because of that, there will be more of Christian. So that's Christian there. More of Christian. Finito. Okay, so basically some interesting statistics. Basically, when Mr. Okor called me and said, "Oh, we think you're the best person that will be able to organize this run and stuff like that," I said, "Well, if you think so." Initially, I'm the kind of person that I'm always very, because I always think of the best. I always think that, oh, we can do anything and stuff like that. So initially, I was like, I'm sure we'll be able to raise up to 50,000 pounds and stuff like that. But slowly, I started understanding that, well, while there are cultural issues, but thank God that culture is dynamic and that can change.
Yes.
But over the time, I started learning a few things, but I don't know. I think you all can judge and say whether we're successful or not, but I'll just go ahead. So basically what we're able to do is that if you look on the Just Giving MANSAG page, you find out that there were about 15 active fundraisers on that page. The cash per individual that was raised ranged between £20 to about £1,600. Guess who raised £1,600? All hail Presido! Round of applause for Mr. Ako. Basically, that's more than 30% of the total amount that was raised. Fantastic job, President. And basically, that's what we raised, almost about £5,000. And a big round of applause to Dementia Care as well. £100. And basically, we had at least 336 people supporting, different from £2, £10, £250. Fantastic. So, like I said, yes, culturally, as Nigerians, Africans, West Africans, we are not that used to charity work, raising money. But it's a process. We must start from somewhere. And basically, these are some of the things that I can just say moving forward. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Use available platforms. I remember when Mr. Ako told me about this, I was thinking, I went through different websites. Oh, how do you organize a run and stuff like that? Oh, you need to get the police, speak to the council and stuff like that. And then during the last AGM, I gave a presentation of what we were looking at, and some people called me this. I said, those things, you will struggle. And so I went back, and basically what we did, we used a platform called Backrun, free, totally free. We used that, and so there's no need to reinvent the wheel. And I think I'll just say to, I've forgotten his name, the chap who spoke to us earlier on from the Vice President. I know this is a new, the incoming government, they are keen to do their own things and stuff like that. There are platforms already established, even though they are not working at 100%. It's important to actually build on those platforms instead of duplicating functions, because that might waste a lot of money, and that is really key. Passion, motivating, drive, will, these are key elements anytime, any day, especially when you're organizing projects. You know, so you're trying to make an impact. You can have an idea from the kind of work that someone like Rita Mifilo has done. You know, and it's key that we have a new generation of Nigerians moving forward that have these elements. Very crucial. Leadership anytime, any day. These things, a country, a nation, a state, an organization, whatever you're doing to try and achieve anything, everything rises and falls on leadership. So when I asked the question about the Minister of Health last time, although yes, my friend who was talking to us says he's not a politician, but well, his answer was good. I like his answer. But leadership is key, very fundamental. You understand? And you can see what Mr. Ako did with raising money and stuff. You lead by example. We have about 8 people within the executive of MANSAG. Just about 3 really participated. Now, if we've been talking about MANSAG and building MANSAG and getting people involved, you can imagine if the key people within the ESCO are not involved in that process and you want to get other people involved. It does not work like that. Redefining culture in the process of change, it requires going through a rigorous path. The mantra of change is going about in Nigeria now. I think change has to do with understanding that people have to be involved, really engaged, and it's going to be a process. And teamwork is fundamental anytime, any day. We need to work together. And basically, just some take-home messages. MANSAG, see, I started doing stuff with MANSAG, I think about 3-4 years ago. And if you look at where MANSAG is coming from and look at MANSAG today, MANSAG is actually doing very well. But there's still a lot more to be done. So MANSAG needs to understand and embrace its role of facilitating the social and professional lives of Nigerian doctors and other healthcare professionals within the British Isles, but also playing a fundamental and key role in terms of healthcare policy in Nigeria, and that's what we're talking about here. You know, MANSAG has to be consistent, persistent, and constantly on top of its game. We need to think, innovate, be creative, and think laterally. And we should never be afraid of change. Positive change, I mean, crucial. And basically, I'll just end by a big thank you to some people. I don't know if you ever watched the video of who does lots of health health promos and advocacy using the pidgin language, pidgin language in Nigeria. Fantastic guy, and he's CEO of Living Health International, Living TV. If you go on YouTube, you see lots of his advocacy work there. Dementia care again, fantastic. Thanks for your support anytime, any day. Keto Concepts, they actually did help do a video when the London Enfield guys did their run. Fantastic help from them as well. Ben TV is a platform that I think we should explore more moving forward. It helped to give it a platform to try and promote this run as well. And last but not the least, Tokumbo Agosu is our web guru. People like this sometimes are forgotten in the background. He's the one that actually runs our web page and stuff, and did a fantastic job in terms of creating that platform for people to register and all that. I think definitely kudos to everybody who participated. I think the Just Giving side, MANSAG side, is still there, and with the please guys, keep the donations coming. This is great work that people like Stroke Action is doing, and definitely MANSAG is doing a great job, also supporting them. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. It now brings us to our next item on the agenda, the part I believe everybody's been looking forward to.